What if I told you that last month I made $3,247 using ChatGPT, not by building some Silicon Valley startup, not by coding an app, and not by selling a course, but by using it as a tool to offer a simple, in-demand service to real businesses here in the United States? I know that claim probably triggers some skepticism, and it should. There's a lot of noise around AI right now. Every week, someone is promising easy money or fully automated income. That's not what this is. This wasn't passive. It wasn't instant, and it definitely wasn't luck. It was a straightforward system built around solving a real problem and using ChatGPT to do it faster and more efficiently than I could on my own. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I did, step by step, what worked, what didn't, how long it actually took, and what you'd need to realistically replicate it. In scenery, about 6 weeks ago, I was looking at my monthly expenses and realizing something uncomfortable. My income was fixed, but my costs weren't. Groceries were up, utilities were up, insurance had quietly increased, and like a lot of Americans, I didn't want to rely on overtime or a second job just to create breathing room. Around that time, I kept seeing people talk about using AI to freelance. Most of it sounded vague. Use ChatGPT to make money. Okay, how? Doing what? For who? That's when I shifted the question. Instead of asking how to make money with AI, I asked, where is there existing demand that AI can help me fulfill better or faster? That question changes everything. Small businesses spend money every single month on communication, emails, website update, product description, blog post, ad copy, social caption, and most small business owners either don't enjoy writing or don't have time to do it consistently. Hiring a traditional copywriter can cost hundreds or thousands per project. That gap between what they need and what they can easily produce is where opportunity lives. ChatGPT doesn't replace skill, but it dramatically increases speed. So I decided to test a simple service model. I would offer small businesses content writing support using ChatGPT as my drafting assistant, and I would focus on being reliable, clear, and professional. Step 1 was setting up a clean, focused profile on Upwork. No exaggerated claim, no fake testimonial. I positioned myself as someone who helps small and mid-sized businesses create clear, persuasive written content tailored to American audience. I picked one main service to focus on: email marketing and product description. Why? Because they're high demand, relatively short format, and easier to deliver quickly. Then, I started studying job posts, not just applying blindly, studying pattern. What were clients asking for repeatedly? E-commerce brands needing better description, local service companies wanting monthly newsletter, coaches needing welcome email sequence. The demand was obvious. When I applied, I avoided the biggest mistake new freelancers make, sending generic copy-paste proposals. Instead, I would open ChatGPT and write a structured prompt, including the client's industry, target audience, tone preference, and goal. For example, write a friendly but professional product description for a US-based skincare brand targeting women 30-45 who want simple, clean ingredients. Focus on benefit, not just feature. Within seconds, I'd have a solid draft. Then I would edit it. I'd remove anything repetitive, adjust phrasing to sound more natural, add small details to match the brand voice. I'd take 2 or 3 lines from that polished version and include them directly in my proposal as a personalized sample. That single step increased my response rate significantly because clients could immediately see effort and relevance. My first job paid $165 for 8 sharp product descriptions. It took me around 90 minutes total. That included prompt writing, editing, formatting, and client communication. My second project was $350 for a 5-email welcome sequence for an online fitness coach. That one took about 3 hours spread across 2 days. By week 2, I had earned just over $800. Nothing crazy yet, but proof that the model worked. The key wasn't speed alone. It was consistency. I committed to sending 8 to 12 targeted proposals per day for the first 14 days. Not spam. Intentional, tailored application. Some days, I got no responses. Some days I got 2, but momentum started building. By week 3, I landed a larger project, $900 for ongoing monthly blog and email support for a regional home services company. That was a turning point. Recurring work changes the math. Instead of constantly hunting for new gigs, you build steady monthly income. At that point, I had 4 active clients, 2 ongoing, and 2 project-based. When I totaled everything at the end of 30 days, including smaller $100 200 gig, it reached $3,247. Now here's the part that matters. ChatGPT didn't magically create that money. It allowed me to complete quality drafts in a fraction of the time. What used to take 3 hours to outline and write could be drafted in 20 minutes and refined in another 20. That time efficiency allowed me to handle more clients without sacrificing quality. But I need to be clear about something important. You cannot just copy and paste AI output. and expect long-term success. Clients can tell. The writing feels generic, slightly repetitive, a little too polished in the wrong way. The real edge comes from combining AI speed with human judgment. I always read everything out loud. I fact-checked claim. I made sure tone matched the business. I removed fluff. AI was my assistant, not my replacement. That distinction is crucial. If you're wondering whether this is scalable, the answer is yes, carefully. Once you understand how to prompt effectively and edit efficiently, you can increase volume. You can specialize further, maybe focus only on e-commerce brand or only on local service business. You can raise your rates as reviews build. After my third 5-star review, I increased my base pricing by 20%. Clients still accept it because reliability and clarity are valuable. Another factor that helped was communication. I responded quickly. I clarified expectations before starting. I delivered on or before deadline. I formatted documents cleanly. Those basics sound simple, but many freelancers ignore them. Professionalism is a competitive advantage. Now let's talk realistically about effort. During that first month, I treated this like a structured side project. I spent roughly 1-2 hours per weekday sending proposals and completing work. Some weekends I reviewed prompts and improved template. It wasn't overwhelming, but it required focus. There were rejections. There were ignored proposals. That's normal. The key was volume plus refinement. If a proposal style wasn't getting responses, I adjusted it. If a prompt produced weak drafts, I improved specificity. Over time, the system tightened. There's also a timing advantage right now. Many small business owners know AI exists, but they don't have time to master it. Some are skeptical. Some tried it briefly and didn't get strong results because their prompts were weak. If you position yourself as someone who understands how to use these tools strategically, you become valuable. But this window won't stay wide open forever. As adoption increases, competition will rise. Early movers often benefit most. That doesn't mean rush blindly. It means start learning deliberately. If you wanted a practical roadmap starting today, here's what I would recommend. First, spend several focused hours learning advanced prompting context, constraints, examples, tone instructions. Treat it like a skill. Second, choose one service niche. Don't offer everything. Third, create a clean freelance profile emphasizing outcome, not tool. Fourth, commit to daily outreach for at least 2 weeks. Fifth, over-deliver on your first 3 projects to build strong reviews. Once you have traction, refine your workflow for efficiency. Create prompt templates. Save formatting structures. Build repeatable system. Will everyone make exactly $3,247 in their first month? No. Results depend on effort, communication skills, and consistency. But the model is real. The demand is real. And the barrier to entry is low compared to many other income paths. You don't need thousands in startup capital. You don't need advanced coding knowledge. You need discipline, willingness to learn, and professional follow-through. A year from now, AI will be even more integrated into business operations. The question is whether you'll be someone who learned to leverage it early or someone still watching from the sidelines. So if you're serious, take action this week. Open ChatGPT and practice structured prompts. Build your profile. Send your first 5 targeted proposals. Don't aim for perfection, aim for progress, because momentum only starts after motion. And if this breakdown helped you see what's realistically possible, consider subscribing to the Wealth Blueprint. We focus on practical strategies for building income and financial leverage in today's economy. And I'd genuinely like to know, if you were starting right now, which niche would you test first? Let me know in the comment, and I'll see you in the next video.